Hello and welcome to Happy Dish. My name is Dana and today's video is the recipe of this amazing cake that I've prepared for New Year's Eve. So please keep on watching. For this sponge cake, I will use the whites from 9 eggs and I've put it in this large bowl. Also, I'm going to need 300 grams of nuts roasted in the oven and I'm going to chop them with the food processor. A pinch of salt, 80 grams of flour, about 9 tablespoons of flour, 225 grams of sugar, zest of 1 lemon, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 sachet, about 10 grams of vanilla sugar. I will start with the nuts and I will chop it with the food processor. If you don't have one, use the rolling pin to smash it on the chopping board and you can smash it very easily. Over the ground nuts, I will add the flour, and mix it well together. I had a crust from the nuts and I remove it. And add now the baking powder. And let aside these dry ingredients. I will whisk the egg whites with a pinch of salt. I also start the oven to preheat it. And I'm going to whisk the egg whites with my electric mixer. I will start to add the sugar and add this vanilla sugar as well. And the sugar added gradually and whisk until stiff peaks form. After I incorporated the sugar, I will add now the lemon juice. It will help to keep the whites stiff. After whisking the egg whites very well, I will add the lemon zest and I will start adding the dry ingredients. Incorporate the dry ingredients with folding movements. And add them gradually in 3 stages. In the meantime, preheat the oven to be ready at 180 degrees Celsius. Roasted nut smells delicious and will give an amazing taste to the sponge cake. I have here the tray in which I will bake the sponge cake, and I prepare it using baking paper at the bottom and grease the sides with butter. I don't remember exactly the diameter of this tray, but I will put it somewhere on the screen, or you can find more detail on the site on happydish.club, or I will leave the link directly to the recipe, to the written recipe on the description box of this video. Put now the batter in this tray. Level now the batter with the spatula. Bake this batter in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius. I think in about 30 or 40 minutes will be done. And I will let it cool down in the oven. And also don't open the oven door when it's baking. And this is how the sponge cake look like after I bake it. I will let it cool down completely before I could slice it and start assembling the cake. For the frosting of this cake, I will use 9 egg yolks, a pinch of salt, 300 grams of soft butter, 225 grams of sugar, vanilla extract, the zest from 1 orange, and the juice from 6 oranges. Squeeze the oranges. I need the fresh juice of them. In a saucepan, I will add 9 egg yolks with a pinch of salt. But if your butter have salt in it, don't add more salt. Add also the sugar over the yolks and whisk together. And put the saucepan on a double boiler and stir continue. Beneath I have another saucepan with hot water on a low heat and stir continually until the sugar is almost dissolved. The sugar will dissolve and the eggs will change color. The sugar is almost dissolved. I will add now the orange zest to give more flavor to this frosting. The frosting has also thickened up. It looks like runny sour cream. Add now the fresh orange juice, and I have here about 350 milliliters of fresh squeezed orange juice, and add it in the egg mixture and stir it. and continue cooking until the frosting will come thick again. I will add now the vanilla extract.
Amestec în continuare cutelul până când crema se îngroașă din nou și o voi lăsa apoi să se răcească.
And continue mixing up, stirring up until this mixture will thicken up again.
Și cam așa arată crema. Mai curge, dar este destul de grosuță.
You will know that is ready when we'll coat the spoon and you trace with your finger and the sides remain separate. And at this point, let it cool down completely. The egg mixture has cooled down and is at the same temperature as the butter. I will cream the butter and I will add from the egg mixture 1 spoon at a time, gradually, until the two of them are well combined.
Și voi adăuga treptat din crema de gălbenușuri și mixez în continuare.
Și este important ca atât untul cât și crema de ouă să fie la aceeași temperatură, evitând astfel tăierea cremei.
Și așa arată crema nemaipomenită, foarte, foarte gustoasă și cremoasă, pe care o voi lăsa acum la frigider până în momentul asamblării desertului.
I'm going to make a syrup from 100 milliliters of water, 2 oranges and 100 grams of sugar, and I'm going to boil the water and the sugar, and the oranges I'm going to slice it and boil it in this syrup until softens, and I'm going to use it for decoration of the cake also. It is the final step now. I'm going to assemble the cake, and I have here the sponge cake, the frosting and the syrup. And I'm going to slice the sponge cake in 3 equal parts and slice it with a sharp knife. On a large plate, put 1 slice and moisten with the syrup. Try not to overdo it, just a little bit of syrup. Add some frosting on top of it and level it with a spatula or a knife. Add a second layer of sponge cake and again moisten with syrup. Add frosting on top of it. And the last slice of sponge cake and cover everything with frosting, the sides of the cake also. And I'm going to decorate with some crushed nuts on the sides, but you can decorate it as you like. And I'm going to use on top of it the sliced oranges that I boiled in syrup. And you must keep it in the refrigerator for a minimum of 3 hours before it's being served. And this is it, guys. This was the cake that I've made for the end of the year party, and my family loved it. The taste of it is amazing. The frosting is so delicious and fine and creamy, and you must try this cake too. Thanks so much for watching my video. Please come back for more recipe. Please also subscribe to my channel, and if you like to receive notification on email when I post a new recipe, please press the alarm button also. Thanks again, and don't forget to be happy.